We're here tonight with Alan Fonseca to talk about his new cigar company, the Salamanca Cigar Company. Alan, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, you're very welcome. It's an honor to be here with you guys and to be able to launch Salamanca Cigar Group and our two labels, NicaVana and Glandon Family Premium Cigars, here at Aloni Cigar.
So Alan, what can you tell me about the inspiration of your new company?
It's been a lifelong passion for me to make a premium cigar to sell and share with the world. And I have a deep history of family, Fonseca Cigars in Cuba, Fonseca Cigars through Manolo Casada, and we're all one big, happy shirt tail related family. And so, yeah.
I love it. That's absolutely great. So Alan, tell me, what's the story behind the new names on these blends?
The blend names, well, we have 4 blends that we're releasing today, and the first one is NicaVana by our Joseph NicaVana label. NicaVana is a name that I came up with because I wanted to combine a blend that was Nicaraguan and Cuban. So NicaVana, put it together, NicaVana,
It's
you are.
Very nice. And the other one, the Glandon family.
Glandon family, that's my wife's label. She's Scottish, and we're honoring her family with deep heritage with the Sir Leland, which is named after her father, who was a great man. And Matthew was a very good friend of my wife who tragically lost his life.
Oh, it's
and
terrible.
So we're honoring those two with the first 2 blends.
Oh, that's a great story, Alan. Thank you so much. So, right off the bat here, I've already lit it up before the video, and I've noticed straight off, it's got a lot of sweetness to this. There's also some spice down there. It's actually a fairly complex cigar. Burn line looks pretty good so far. I'm really digging that. Alan, what do you think?
Well, I like the NicaVana. I chose this blend to launch the Joseph NicaVana line because of its sun-grown Habano wrapper from Jalapa Valley. I love that wrapper.
Doesn't everybody? Jalapa's so popular these days.
Yes. Well, it delivers great sweet tobacco flavors, great chocolate, and coffee notes. I mean, it's just, there's so much you can do blending with this wrapper. There's a whole host of different blends that you can come up with that it'll please anybody's palate. But you're right, it's a hot ticket item for the next 5-10 years. This is going to be a great wrapper for people to enjoy for years to come.
Well, it sure takes starting off well. So now that we've talked about the NicaVana, Alan, what would you like to tell us about your other blend you brought here tonight?
The Matthew. It's one of the 2 from Glandon family, and Matthew is also a Jalapa Valley grown, sun-grown wrapper that is a Habano, but it's been fermented to Escudo instead of Colorado.
I love a good dark wrapper.
And it produces a very rich, deep, dark chocolate flavor with a little bit of coffee notes in there. Great smoke. My wife's label, and she said, Alan, blend me a deep, dark chocolate wine.
And you've done so. I can't wait to try it out as soon as I finish off this one. So Alan, I see we have 2 other cigars here. You want to talk about those real quick?
Yeah, also on Glandon Family Premium Cigar line is the Sir Leland. And this happens to be our Lancero Vitola. It is a great blend that I've been working on for a little over a year now, and all out of Escalade.
Oh, nice. Nicaraguan Pure, those are always good.
Shade-grown.
A shade-grown
wrapper.
Now, that's unusual.
Very unusual, but very Cuban-esque. And last that we're launching is a San Andreas Mexican wrapped Nicaraguan yumminess inside. This is called the Mesmerize, and you will be mesmerized by Mesmerize.
Sounds great. So, what can you tell me? Where are you getting your tobaccos from? Who's doing your rolling?
The factory that I chose is Placencia family.
Oh, well, Placencia is well known. they have such a depth of tobacco and such an experienced rollers there. That's a great choice.
Yes, the construction is impeccable there. They run a very tight ship. The quality of tobaccos is off the chart. Nestor does such a good job down there with the farming. It's Nestor Senior and Nestor Junior running the factory, and he runs a tight ship, which that's the way I like to roll.
That's the way I like to
No
roll.
pun intended, but
Very nice, Alan. Very nice.
So Placencia, yeah, that's the place. They got great tobacco, years of experience, and a lot of award-winning cigars.
Excellent.
Just give it a try. Let's give it a try.
I got a little bit out. So as we're moving into our second third here, I've actually picked up a couple of flavor changes. A lot of the spice I initially picked up is faded up a bit. The chocolate's still there. A little bit of coffee going on. A little bit of cedar notes. Maybe a touch of a sweeter spice, like a nutmeg or something. Alan, what are you picking up?
That's what I'm getting. Nutmeg, cedar, still the chocolate is prevailing. It's being more, the complexity is expanding in it, because you can identify the notes easily.
I can absolutely, yeah. This is a very complex cigar. That's one of the things I really care for. It's really key for me. I don't care for a one-dimensional cigar.
Neither do I. That's Placencia tobacco, Nicaragua. It just equals yum. You're just gonna love the cigar. It's great stuff.
And I very much am loving this. So, tell me, what does the future hold for Salamanca Cigars? We've just done our release party. We've had a great time. Everybody had a great time. So, what's coming up next?
Well, next is hit the road running, and we're going to focus this year on California, Arizona, and Nevada, and the Northwest, and build relationships. We're going to build friendships and get into cigar lounges where this kind of cigar fits the clientele. We don't want to be in everything. We don't want to be in liquor stores. We're not going to be online. It's for a class like this place, a class act cigar lounge where people that come in to smoke, whether they're novice and you guys explain to them how to smoke, you teach them, you explain the different flavors, or you've got very seasoned smokers that are in here and they know a good quality cigar. That we got great reviews tonight out of 4 blends. I didn't hear anything bad.
No, I heard many compliments tonight.
It was all great, good news, which is good news to me. At least we know we're on track. It's like everything, we're trying to do our best and produce something that pleases the people, and I think we'll get a good start. We certainly did tonight here.
And you have some more blends coming out at the end of the year? Did I hear that right?
Oh yes, we've got about a dozen and a half more blends in the bank.
Wow, you have been busy.
I've been busy. I've been spending a lot of time in Nicaragua over the last few months, 6-7 months, and blending, and we've come up with some really good blends with Placencia tobacco. I'm proud of them, and I can't wait to release them. Of course, I'm not going to do them all at once, but there's more coming.
So as we're moving into the final third now, I've noticed a few more flavor changes. Some of the sweetness and chocolate I initially picked up has actually faded to the background a little bit. The heat's picked up. I've got a more cedar. The spices return that was originally there in the beginning third. So I really like how it's changed, and it's helped the complexity out quite a bit. What do you think?
Yeah, it builds in intensity as well. The flavors that we were experiencing at the beginning of the cigar that were lighter are now more complex, or more strength and stronger. So you're getting a lot more of the spice, and I think the coffee and chocolate
the coffee is still in there. Yeah,
it's there, but it's overpowering the chocolate now.
Absolutely.
And as you smoke your cigar, the oils are all beginning to mix and get thicker at the end of the cigar. So, but it is a really nice finish to those who like a cigar that finishes strong. It's holding up its job.
And Alan, I'd really like to thank you for coming out tonight, for allowing us to be your first interview and the first store you debuted your cigars at. You've always been a great friend to Aloni Cigar Lounge. Wish you continued success in the future with your new venture.
Thank you.
And to those of you watching at home, make sure to come down to Aloni Cigar Lounge soon and try these great cigars out.
And we want to thank Aloni Cigars for allowing us to do the very first cigar launch for the Salamanca Cigar Group with Joseph NicaVana and Glandon Family Premium. Thank you.
Have a good night.